Welcome to the King of Racing YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be covering my picks for races at Churchill Downs on the day of the Kentucky Derby. That is Saturday, May 7th, 2022. So race number one, my pick for this maiden special weight for $120,000 run on 1 mile. My pick for this one is the number 10, and that's going to be Logico out of Kentucky, ridden by Ortiz and trained by Sano at 9-2 opening odds. My second pick for this one is Warrior Johnny out of Kentucky, ridden by Merle and trained by Bauer at 3-1 opening odds. Race number two, my pick for this one is going to be the number 2, Stayed In for Half. Joel Rosario is the jockey, and Steven Asmussen is the trainer at 9-2 odds. My second pick for this one is the number 8, Osborne, ridden by Tyler Gaffalione and trained by Moquette at 8-1 odds. This race is 6 1/2 furlongs, run for $127,000 in an allowance optional claiming. Race number 3, my pick for this one is the number 10, Played Hard. This is also eligible, ridden by Tyler Gaffalione and trained by Bauer at 2-1 opening odds. My second pick for this race is the number 6, Ready Lady, ridden by John Velasquez and trained by Edfeld at 7-2 opening odds. This race will be run on turf at 1 1/8 miles for $127,000 allowance race. Race number 4, my pick for this one is the number 2, Bye Bye Bobby, a contender for the Kentucky Derby, ridden by John Velasquez and trained by Fincher at 9-2 opening odds. My second pick for this one is McLaren Vale, ridden by Luis Saez and trained by Brissett at 9-2 odds. This race is an allowance optional claiming for $127,000 on 1 1/16 miles. Race number 5, this is going to be the Churchill Distaff Turf Mile Stakes, a Grade 2 race for $500,000 run on turf, and it's going to be 1 mile. My pick for this one is the number 7, In Italian from Great Britain, ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. and trained by Chad Brown at 3-1 odds. My second pick for this one is going to be the number 8, Speak of the Devil out of France, ridden by Flavien Prat and trained by Chad Brown at 2-1 odds. Race number 6, this is the Knicks Go Overnight Stakes, and this is going to be for $160,000 run on 1 mile. My pick for this one is the number 4, Dream Shake out of Kentucky, ridden by Flavien Prat and trained by Yurton at 5-2 odds. Race number 6, my second pick for this one is going to be the number 1, AC Expressway at 15-1 odds, ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. and trained by Cass. This race is 1 mile for $160,000. Race number 7, this is the Pat Day Mile Stakes, and this is for $500,000 in purse money run on 1 mile. My pick for this one is the number 5, Jack Christopher, who raced at Belmont most recently, ridden by Ortiz and trained by Chad Brown at 2-1 odds. My second pick for this race is going to be the number 1, Major General, with experience at this track, and ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. and trained by Todd Pletcher at 9-2 odds. This race will be won on 1 mile. Race number 8, this is the Derby City Distaff Stakes. This is going to be for $750,000 for fillies and mares, 4 years old and upward, 7 furlongs. My pick for this one is the number 2, Just One Time out of Pennsylvania, ridden by Flavien Prat and trained by Brad Cox at 3-1 odds. My second pick for this one is the number 6, that is Bell's the One, ridden by Lannery and trained by Pessin at 5-1 odds. Race number 9, this is the American Turf Stakes for $500,000, run on turf, 1 1/16 miles for 3-year-olds. Race number 9, my pick is the number 7, Cy Dog out of Kentucky, ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. and trained by Motion at 7-2 odds. And my second pick for this one is the number 2, Main Event, ridden by Ortiz and trained by Weaver at 5-1 odds. Race number 10, this is the Churchill Downs Stakes for $750,000, Grade 1 race. It is for 4-year-olds and upward, 7 furlongs for this one. My pick is the number 1, Aloha West out of Maryland, ridden by Ortiz and trained by Catalano at 7-2 odds. This is run on 7 furlongs, and my second pick for this one is the number 6, Prevalence, ridden by Tyler Gaffalione and trained by Walsh at 6-1 odds. Race number 11, this is the Old Forester Bourbon Turf Classic Stakes, Grade 1 for $1 million in purse money, run on turf, 1 1/8 miles for 4-year-olds and upward. And this one, my pick is going to be the number 3, Public Sector out of Great Britain, ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. and trained by Chad Brown at 5-1 odds. My second pick for this one is going to be the number 6, Cheryl Spite at Luis Saez, the jockey, and Adfeld is the trainer at 3-1 odds. Race number 12, the Kentucky Derby for $3 million in purse money. This is for 3-year-olds, and it's going to be 1 1/4 miles. Grade 1 race. My pick for this one is the number 15, White Abario, ridden by Tyler Gaffalione and trained by Safi Joseph Jr. at 10-1 odds. My second pick for this one is going to be the number 10, and that is Zandon, the favorite, at Flavien Prat with the jockey, and Chad Brown as the trainer at 3-1 odds. My pick for race number 13 is going to be the 11 horse, Laughing Boy out of Kentucky, ridden by Hernandez Jr. and trained by Kenneth McPeak at 6-1 odds. This race is an allowance optional claiming for $134,000, 1 1/16 miles. Race number 14, my pick for this one is the number 6, and that is Master of Arms, ridden by Lepereau and trained by Lynch at 8-1 odds. It's a maiden special weight for $120,000, closing out the day at Churchill Downs, and this is run on 6 furlongs. My second pick for this race is the number 12, Bourbon Heist out of Kentucky, ridden by Luis Saez and trained by Wilkes at 4-1 odds. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish you the best of luck in your Kentucky Derby betting. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, like this video, and comment below who you think is going to win the Kentucky Derby. Thank you, and best of luck with your wagering.